The last use case is advanced analysis. So we'll check the questions pane here to see if we have any questions. All right, so one of these questions is this like Mobile Center on SaaS? So yeah, great question. And for all the Mobile Center users out there, we can certainly talk to you offline about your scenario. But the big difference and the key takeaway from the mobile service that we're providing you in StormRunner Functional is that we're hosting this for you. It's not a service that you have to worry about anymore, and we can have that all embedded, included inside of StormRunner Functional itself. So great question. And there's another question from Parag saying, can we sync the scripts to be loaded from ALM? So we will have in the future the ability to sync the scripts that we have inside of the integration with Git for source code management systems. Currently in the beta, I don't have this available to show, but that capability to sync those scripts will be a part of one of the releases. So let's get into the use case number 4, finding the problems with our advanced analysis. So all that's left is for us to go into our results tab. So we've seen that there's been some changes made. I've got all my tests here that have been executed. I can start digging into the results, see the status that failed, what's passed. We've got the filters here on the left, and then we can start digging down. We see that we have the results for our remote Selenium script that's been executed, our UFT remote execution as well. And then what I'm going to do is show you a great example of the cross-browser reporting that we have inside of StormRunner Functional. So if I go into here, I've already created a previous test so that we can go and see the results of this test. So what this is I've actually gone, and I'll show you, this might be a little bit better visibility of our test suite that I've created that's gone into our demo website that is called Advantage Online Shopping that we saw earlier. It's checking a login, log out functionality, as well as a person that's logged in, being able to buy a speaker. So I've run 2 scripts at the same time, which has helped to cut my test execution down, but I've also run this script across Windows 10 and 3 separate browser environments. And this is what we'll see the results in and compare these against so we can start doing our root cause analysis. So by going and back into here, I'll go into Results tab, Automation Test Suite, and here I see the different environments I ran. The buyer speaker, for some reason, in the Windows 10 and these environments was not working. We can drill down into this further to see exactly what the problem, but the real beauty behind StormRunner Functional is this cross-browser reporting and being able to compare different environments against each other. So here we've got the login, log out feature that's worked inside of Windows 10, Chrome, and Firefox in these browser versions, but for some reason it's not working inside of Internet Explorer. And we can see on the bottom graph here, there's 10 different user actions that we've gone across all these environments, and vertically we can see the response time of each action, and we see in red the response time of the IE11 is probably timed out here. So with a single click on IE11, I can start investigating, I can start looking at the transcript, the log or the screenshots, and with integrations to Apple tools, we'll be able to see a visual test and compare this against a screenshot that we have on the right. So we can see that on step 7, it wasn't able to progress, and to complete steps 8 and 9. So this is all great information that I can go into here, again, look at my object property, see what was the problem, and we can start doing our defect resolution. But maybe I just want to also see and have a comparison against these 2 environments. So now I want to compare it against why did it work in Firefox and not in IE. Now on the bottom, I've got on the right an IE11 environment. We can compare with the Firefox environment based on the transcript, based on the step scripts that we've got, and these will be updated live so that we can include that with our troubleshooting. We've got scripts that we've got images that were automatically captured with the automated test run. This is not something I had to manually do, and we'll see in the Firefox that this was able to continue the rest of the business process while this locked up. And so if we go back into here, we'll be able to, again, submit a defect directly from StormRunner Functional, have that incorporated with Octane for the end-to-end cycle, and then straight into the IDE so we can have that defect resolution completed. Are there any questions around the ability for the advanced analysis inside of StormRunner Functional? Don't see any more questions inside of there. So with that, just kind of wrap up, that ends the demo presentation. We talked about the testing challenges and how we've got more complications, less time to do things. We may not be leveraging the entirety of our teams to execute our test by shifting left or shifting right, including our developers and more of the processes, or even our business analysts. But specifically, also for the test execution and the maintenance and the lab service, we see that inside of StormRunner Functional, the lab service that we're being able to provide and being able to share these challenges, being able to address these challenges to reduce our remote execution time. So we talked about the different portfolio and how StormRunner Functional is an extension to the functional testing solutions that we have to offer specifically for on-prem, but now being able to access more of the cloud environments. Those top testing challenges that StormRunner Functional can help to address, what exactly it can do from a features perspective, being able to see the demo environment live. And now, if you're excited as I am about this, from you as a user, I believe you'll want to check out the link that we have so that you can be a part of the beta users as well. And so with that, here's a link that we'll be able to provide so that you can start and go into this website. You can click the Join Us link and start being added to our beta users and leveraging StormRunner Functional and see how it helps to improve your processes and save you time. And we would certainly like to hear this real data feedback from you. We've got hundreds of beta users already that have used this and had great results, and we're looking to get more and more data from you. Also on the bottom, I have the Slack channel here so that you can communicate with me live, any questions that you have, and follow-ups that we want to have discussions with, myself as a solutions architect, as well as a relationship that you have with your account manager already. We certainly want to stay tuned with you and keep you posted as the release of this comes out so that you can start planning for this to include in your software development lifecycle and not be left behind, unaware that this exists to help you address all of today's testing challenges. So with that, from Mars and myself, thank you, and we hope to talk to you soon. And thank you all, and have a very great rest of the day.